Green Eggs and Ham has finally returned to Netflix this past weekend. And man, let me tell ya, that second serving was so satisfying. Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome to Regular Josh 1. Please take the time now to hit that like button in this video, and if you're new, subscribe. Finally, the moment has come. Green Eggs and Ham Season 2 has been officially released on Netflix on April 8th. I've mentioned this several times on my channel, but I have been looking forward to this since, like, forever. Even after watching the trailer they released about a month ago, I got even more excited. If you guys have yet to see the first season of Green Eggs and Ham, then you are totally missing out. It may look like a simple show for kids since this is an adaptation of a Dr. Seuss book, but I guarantee you that this is a show full of incredible hand-drawn animation, which we don't really see all that much of nowadays, great characters, very clever humor, an exciting adventure, and so many twists and turns that honestly keep you on the edge of your seat. I would highly recommend you check it out if you get the chance. Now, as for Season 2, just like Season 1, I practically binged watched it all. Believe me, I tried pulling away from the show to take a break, but it wasn't easy to do. With the way that they end many of these episodes leading into the next one, while also leaving us on a cliffhanger sometimes, I always wanted to see what was going to happen next. Now, in this season, Sam, Guy, and EB are off looking for Sam I Am's mother when they basically find themselves in the middle of a spy mission to retrieve the Mulakamu, which is a device that can completely destroy an entire city. Here, we meet Sam's mother, Pam I Am, who is an international super spy. She is trying to retrieve the Mulakamu from a Zook so she can try to bring world peace to the lands of Zukia and Yukia. They are in a conflict because one side does their toast butter side up and the other butter side down. Her mission seems to become more difficult now that she has Sam with her, who is just excited to see his mother again for the first time in years. And also because he is a bit of a nuisance. Does she get to bring world peace for Zukia and Yukia? Does Sam get to try his mother's green eggs and ham again? And has Guy ever figured out how to stop causing his inventions to explode? I'm not gonna tell you because no spoilers for this review. Watch Season 2 to find out. So, did Season 2 live up to the expectations from Season 1? Well, to me, not only was it just as good, but I think Season 2 was just a little better. The first adventure that we went on with our duo was really fun, but I think this one was just a little more intriguing, mainly because we got to see Sam with his mother and how their relationship grew over the course of the mission. It started off pretty rocky since the only thing she wanted to do was focus on the mission, and she did start off by trying to push him away, but later on in the season, we do get an understanding as to why she's been pushing him away in the beginning. We also get a pretty good explanation as to why she wasn't in his life for so long. It was a pretty heartbreaking story, and you could completely understand where she was coming from. It was also nice to see how she progressed over time in the season. She did start off being seemingly cold to Sam. That did get Guy a little suspicious about her since she wasn't really being motherly to her son at all. But we do see her slowly being more of a mother to him over time, and it just feels so natural to me. If there's one thing I can say that this season has more than the previous one, it's the nice emotional moments. Anytime they flash back to Sam when he was a baby and his mother feeding him her green eggs and ham, it was so nicely done. Now, a big part of that has to do with the incredible animation that the show has. It's a part of why we had to wait so long to get this season, since it takes about a couple of years to animate this, but it is so worth the wait. The animation is just so expressive at the right moments, and it makes you feel so much just by looking at it. There was one sequence where Sam was dreaming about seeing his mother again, and it was just so visually stunning. I am so relieved that they kept the same beautiful animation for this season. It is truly incredible. Another reason why I think this season is a little better is because the adventure is just a bit more epic. There's more at stake here this time around, and it's revolving around trying to prevent a war from happening, and possibly blowing up both cities off the map. Will bringing Mulakamu back to its city of origin truly bring peace to Zukia and Yukia? When you watch the story unfold, you just start asking so many questions because you literally are not quite sure what ends up happening next. Especially when you think you know what's gonna happen next, they throw you for a loop and something completely different happens, making the plot thicken even more. The show is so freaking good at subverting your expectations. It's honestly insane. Now, I'm purposely not saying too much because I really do not want to spoil any big moments that happen in the season. Trust me, I would love to go over some key moments that really stuck out to me, but I really think this is a show where you should just see it for yourself. Due to the unexpected twists and turns, it wouldn't be fair to you. However, I do have two criticisms about it, and it really only has to do with EB. One of them I can't really go over because, again, spoilers. All I'll say about that is I really wish that something was resolved better when it came to her and Guy. Let's just say that she said some things that really made me not like her as much during the last 4 episodes, and that wasn't really resolved in my personal opinion, so yeah, that's something I wish they did just a little better. But my second criticism has to do with her and a Yuk that she met named Luca. See, EB goes over the wall into Yukia so she can learn a bit more about what's going on and realizes that the Yuks and Zooks aren't so different from each other. She meets Luca on top of the wall and they hit it off. He gives her a tour of the city and they both learn how this conflict actually started. That makes sense. We have 2 characters from both cities being on the middle ground in this conflict and they both want to try to bring everyone together and end this. That's good, but they also start forming crushes on each other in a way, and we see some sort of romantic chemistry between the two. This was the only part that I didn't really have any interest in, mainly because I felt like it kinda just slowed things down when their romantic stuff was brought up, and I was of course more invested in the overall plot of the season. Them liking each other is fine, but it kind of brought things to a halt sometimes. And again, with how EB treated Guy in the second half of the season, I really just started to not care about the chemistry anymore between these two. So yeah, to me, EB was not the greatest in this season. But regardless of those criticisms, everything else was just great to me. It was certainly enjoyable enough for me to give this second serving a rating of 10 out of 10. It just feels so good to see this world again, be with these characters again, including the new ones, and be engrossed in such a great adventure within a Dr. Seuss story. I have no idea how this creative team is able to do it, but they managed to be able to take 2 Dr. Seuss books within 2 seasons and turn these stories into something even bigger. Again, one of the best Dr. Seuss adaptations ever. Now, have you guys seen the second serving yet? Did you enjoy it? If so, let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and hit the bell to be notified of my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, you're hearing it from a regular bunny in a regular world. See you next time.